J-Baes, it's Victoria James, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and not yet a J-Bae, all you gotta do to become one is click the red subscriber button so it turns gray, and then you're a J-Bae. J-Baes are the best baes in YouTube because they tune in whenever I upload to chit chat and all that about luxury and high-end beauty. I'm gonna have to like squeeze the high-end in there because I don't just cover luxury, but I also don't cover drugstore, right? So high-end, luxury, yeah, that's what we do in here. Today, per request of my J-Baes, I am going to be comparing these two shades from the LaMer Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation, which is my holy grail foundation. On my right, your left, I have the shade Sienna, and then on my left, your right, I have the shade Chestnut. These are both on my face. And I am going to show you what I did. So first off, I went ahead and put on my left side the chestnut shade, and I started off with that one, and what I noticed immediately is that it leans more cool but still is workable for my skin tone. I happen to be a neutral undertone, and what that means is I equally share both warm and cool undertones in my skin tone. When I am shopping for a foundation, I tend to lean towards neutral, or if it says warm neutral, that's what I tend to go for, which is why I originally chose Sienna as the best shade match for me. And I end up putting Sienna on my right side of my face for the next application so that you guys can get a look at what the actual difference is. And if you happen to be my skin tone and you share a lot of foundations in common with me, this is a good way to see which one of these $125 foundations you should pick up if you're interested in purchasing this LaMer foundation. Now, I've done a review of this foundation's formula and longevity in the past, and if I still have that video, because that was on my old channel, if I still have it on my new channel when I switched it over, I will go ahead and link it for you in the description box and in the cards above. What I can tell you about this foundation and why it's my holy grail is a few things. One, it looks very skin-like in its finish, like just a little soft matte up in there, just a little bit, so that the longevity is there, especially if you're a combo girl like myself. I am oily in my T-zone, but as of late with the skincare, honey, that's a changing. But at the time, about, I want to say 2 years ago, is when I happened upon this foundation for myself and took the plunge. I believe it was during like a VIB savings event or something like that. But I went ahead and purchased Sienna initially, and it was during a time where I was trying out different foundations and just kind of giving you guys my quick review after a one-day wear test. I wore this foundation for more than 12 hours, and I looked fabulous. I'm talking barely any oil peeking through, y'all. The skin was still looking like skin by the end of the day. This was work, it was running errands, child, eating, all that, and it was bomb. Anybody who wears this foundation can tell you this foundation is sickening. There are very few people, and I mean there's always gonna be outliers, honey, that don't like this foundation, that can tell you that it's not worth the money. I'm not one of those people. It has the miracle broth in it that is prevalent in most of LaMer's skincare, which is why you're looking at a higher price point, as well as the fact that it is a luxury brand and they're going to tack on a luxury price point. It is the standard 1 fluid ounce, and it does come with SPF 20 for a little added protection. The shade range has been, you know, it's not fancy, you know what I'm saying? It's not Estee Lauder. It's not it's not Lancome, okay? Like, it's not giving you a ginormous shade range, but I do feel like there's a little something for everybody, right? There's a little something for the majority, let's put it that way, because I don't think there is a shade for someone as richly melanated as Nima Tang, for example. But they do get pretty close, so it's definitely worth a sample. Now that we can get samples in Sephora again, I would highly implore you to do so. Also, just an added sort of FYI for you, this foundation, LaMer, is under the Estee Lauder umbrella, which means that they are available at select cosmetic company outlet stores. And since this is makeup and not skincare, you can get 50% off. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and post for you the locations and phone numbers because they do deliver. and you can ask them for your shade and see if they have it available in stock. If they do, you will pay, I think, 10 bucks for shipping. You also get it for half price. I mean, that's amazing, right? Like I said, I think the price has gone up a little bit on this. When I bought it, it was $125, and when I purchased Chestnut, it was actually during a VIB savings event again. So I have never paid full price for this foundation. There are ways around it. What I would suggest is going in store and trying it out for yourself, as I did today. But if this helped you, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up and commenting in the comment section which shade you think is better for you. Do you think that this girl is going to work better for you because you lean more cool, or do you think this one is better for you because you have a warmer undertone? I ended up mixing them, so I put half a pump of each of these foundations on the opposite side of my face, and that's what you see here now. I've had this makeup on for about 2 hours, and I mean, how you like me now? I really love this foundation. It feels good. It gives me the coverage that I'm after. I think it's a strong medium on that first application with a standard 2 pumps. You get a nice medium coverage, and it does build. So if I wanted to, for example, I have like hyperpigmentation right around my eyes here and right on my cheeks. If I wanted to add more, then I could. Just the tiniest bit, just to take care of that. I choose to let my concealers do the rest of that work, so medium coverage is perfect for me, and I feel like it looks the most natural. I mean, we have flaws, we're human, right? So I don't really go for full coverage on my makeup application. I think that by the time you finish putting everything on, I mean powders, concealers, highlights, etc., you end up looking quite fabulous, right? So with all that said, I hope that this video was helpful, and I hope that you did enjoy it and get some information that can be helpful to you. I have linked in the description box the places where this foundation is available for purchase, and then I have listed for you the locations which carry LaMer in the cosmetic company store in case you are either near one or would like to call and see if they have your shade. You can come across this foundation on sale. Like I said, you do not have to pay the full $130, I believe it costs nowadays. So once you have the opportunity to try it, I absolutely implore you to do so. It's gorgeous. If they have a shade for you, go for it. It is definitely worth having in your arsenal. It's fantastic for like special occasions. It's great for an everyday foundation, quite frankly. If you're a girl who wears your makeup to work every single day, this is a fabulous foundation to have. You don't need nothing else. You really don't. You could just invest and let this be your foundation. It works for a wide range of skin types. I would say if you're super oily, you're gonna be oily no matter what, right? You know, you got your method for how you do things. You powder before you add your foundation, throw on your mattifying primers, you spray with a long-lasting spray, all that good stuff. But this foundation will, the skincare in it will help balance your skin. So I think that it is, like I said, worth trying out and seeing how it works for you. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That's how I know that you enjoy it, and that's also how you help me get up in the ranks when people are looking for this type of review. All right, you guys, if you're not yet a J-Bae by the end of this video, I feel like you like me because you stuck around. So go ahead and become a J-Bae. Go ahead and click that red subscriber button, baby. Let it turn gray. Hit the bell so you're notified every time I upload or go live. And I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye.